वाञ्छिकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णव्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य महाप्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna
हरे
Krishna, Hare
हरे
Hare,
राम
Hare
हरे
Rama,
राम
Hare
राम
Rama,
हरे
Rama
राम
Rama,
राम
Hare
राम
Hare.
हरे हरे।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Hare,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Rama, Hare
राम
Rama,
हरे
Rama
राम
Rama, Hare
राम
Hare.
राम हरे हरे।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
कृष्ण
Hare,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Rama,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Rama,
राम
Rama.
राम राम हरे हरे।
Hari bol, Mataji, very nice.
थैंक
Only
यू।
that, what is that?
विशाखा
She
करके।
Lalita Vishakan Vidamcha. Lalita is one of the Saki,
यस
Vishaka is one of the Saki. That's all. Who is near Radha is
दार्जिलिंग।
Vishaka, who is near Krishna is Lalita. That's all. Wonderful, Mataji. Hari Hari bol, Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
The
माता जी।
pronunciation also in the beginning, it was very nice. Wonderful. Haribol. Hare Krishna.
थैंक यू।
Yes. So we were supposed to start with verse number 23, right? So just before that, a small revision. What we saw, third chapter ended in transcendental knowledge. So Krishna told, Karo Karma Yoga, you do action, but you should do in transcendental knowledge. So knowledge is also important. This is what Krishna told. So what is transcendental knowledge? So we have been yesterday whole day we were learning transcendental knowledge, right? Hare Krishna Prabhuji, welcome. Hare Krishna, yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, yeah. Yes, Mataji's and Prabhuji's, what is transcendental knowledge? According to what we have understood till now.
Being consciousness.
Okay.
Anything knowing about Krishna.
Very good, excellent. Anything about Krishna is transcendental, correct. So anything knowing Krishna is transcendental knowledge, being in consciousness. That means we know. And so one more, especially yesterday's verses, what did we see? We should be devoid of desire. Is it not for sense gratification? That verse, kama sankalpa varjitaha. That means we should be devoid of desire for sense gratification. We have to abandon all attachment. What was that? For the fruitive activities. Tektva karma pala sangam. Karma pala sangam. Karma activity. Pala fruits of the action. Sangam having attachment. So tektva, leave the attachment for the fruits of the activities. Then you have to be without desire. That was a nirashir. Ashir is generally dependent. So we should not be dependent on the outcome of the action what we are doing. Nirashir. Then yata chittatma. The chitta atma. Yata chittatma means we should be control. We should be controlling our senses, our desire. We should know how to control our mind. Actually, this is, one who is the who claims ownership was his own control of mind, right? Generally we say, no, I couldn't control my mind. We put the blame on the other person. I didn't want to shout, but the other man was yelling at me. He was irritating me. That's why I shouted. So that is not taking in charge for our own mind. So that means a person then is very beautiful. We saw one should be free from duality. We saw even verses from second chapter also, right? Dvandva atito. Dvandva is duality, atito, free from that. That means what? Samasanga vivarjitaha. One who sees everything equally. What is that equal? Siddha, siddha, success or failure, and shitoshna, some the sukha dukkha, all labha, alabha, all these things we should be seeing with the equipoised, that is known as equally we should see. So the work of now today, yes. Yes, Mataji, Asha Mataji, go ahead, start.
गतसङ्गस्य मुक्तस्य ज्ञानवस्थितचेतसा यज्ञयाचरता कर्म समग्रं प्रविलीयते. You should screen is not visible, Mataji.
Oh, I'm not
Translation.
sharing. Sorry. My screen is not shared. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Mataji. The work of a man who is unattached to the moods of material nature and who is fully situated in transcendental knowledge merges entirely into transcendence. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So here again, Gata Sangasya Muktasya. Muktasya means getting free. Getting free from the Sangha, attachment of our karma. Jnana avastitam. Jnana avastita. Jnana is knowledge. Which knowledge? Transcendental knowledge, not material knowledge. Jnana avastita, one who is situated. Sthita means very well situated, strongly, firmly situated. So he will be able to merge into transcendence. So that means, what is that we saw now? Guna. Gunatita, Atita. Oh, Atita will come in the next verse, I think. Okay. So did you understand? A person who is detached from all the karma pala, also who is very firmly situated in the transcendental knowledge, they will be easily able to transcend. We kept on learning. If you remember, transcend means going from one level to another. Transcendental of knowledge means going from tamoguna to rajoguna. Transcending from rajoguna to sattva-guna. So that is living in sattva-guna will detach ourselves from the karma pala, I mean the fruits of activity. We all do fruitive activities. Yes or no? Karma means what? Fruitive activities. But what should we learn? We should learn to be away from the karma pala. That will make us actually really will be happy. Every now and then, if you think, the mind produces 70,000 thoughts in a minute. 70,000 knowingly or unknowingly. And most of them will be either the lamentation. What do you understand by lamentation? What is lamentation? Hare Krishna. Okay. Lamenting means it is related to past. Why we are brooding over the past. Why he did, they did, I did, all about the past. If we keep brooding over it, it is known as lamentation. About the future, if we again brood over, if we think about the future, that is known as fear. So lamentation and fear. So what a Bhagavad Gita tells what? Don't lament about the past and don't fear about the future. You remember that verse? Vitaraga bhaya krodha manmanama mashitaga bhagavo. You remember that Vita, Raga, Bhaya, Krodha. One has to free themselves from the Kama, Krodha and Bhaya, future. That is Bhaya. Fear is always about the future. Fear cannot be about the past, right? If you think, the thief came and they stole and went, that means it is lamenting. It is not Bhaya. What will happen? I have filed a case, will I get it or not? That is Bhaya. Okay. Hare Krishna. This is 4.24 is a wonderful verse. All of you by heart it and tell before we take prasadam. Before we honor prasadam, we have to tell that what I am going to honor is the ahuti for my belly. The fire is burning in my belly. So what I am going to put now is the yajna. So from here yajna starts. Today onwards we are going to, 25 onwards we are going to learn the next fourth session, which is all about yajna. Is it not? Okay. Hare Krishna, Ananya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Brahmarpanam Brahma Hevire Aviram Brahman Brahmana Hutam Brahma is Tenu Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. A person who is fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness is sure to be attain the spiritual kingdom because of his full contribution to spiritual activities in which the consummation consummation is absolute and that which is offered of the same spiritual nature. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So when we do yajna, see that you all might have seen, yajna kunda is made with the brick and mud. Generally people use cow dung because cow dung purifies. Cow dung is again spiritual. Cow dung is not material matter. Cow dung is spiritual. Even now in Ayurvedic, for so many diseases, they are saying that Govinda is the perfect medicine, they say. So cows are spiritual entities. Okay. So whatever we offer in that yajna, so that yajna kunda, that is also Brahma, Brahman, and the Agni is also Brahman, and the Kavir, that what you call that ghee, what we pour in the yajna, that is also Brahman. Everything is Brahman. Finally, we give the Purnahuti, that is also Brahman. So, who is the person who is the benefactor? Yesterday I told you, remember 5.29. Who is the benefactor of any activity, especially yajna? Vishnu is known as Yajna Purusha. Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam. Bhogna, who enjoys the tapa, Yajna Tapasa, who enjoys the benefit of austerity, who enjoys the ahuti of yajna, that one Purusha. What is that? Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He enjoys. So when we perform yajna, everything in relation to the yajna is in spiritual nature. Okay, Hare Krishna. Yes, who all have joined next? Again, same order we will go. Yes, Ritvika Mataji, then Sushmita Mataji, then Mamshidhar Prabhu. This is according to the alphabetical order. Hare Krishna, Ritvika Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Working on one's own account and working on God's account. Example, a cashier receipts or issues slacks on the behalf of bank. The moment he steals a penny, he is arrested. Example, a soldier killing people in army is awarded Paramvir Chakra. When he kills neighbor, he is arrested. Example, Arjuna fighting for Dharma Yuddha on behalf of God, Duryodhana fighting for his own selfish plan. Example, unwinding and winding spool of a tape recorder.
Hare Bol, Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Okay, we'll come
Mataji.
by one. Yesterday itself we saw, right? See, when the cashier counts all the money and gives it to others, or he receives crores of deposit, he's not attached to that money. He is doing at the order of his spiritual master. Here it is not spiritual master, but it means superior authority. So when we act according to the authority of the superior, then we are not attached to it. Similarly, the soldiers, they are killing at the order of superior. But the same thing, you are able to understand all these things, right? So he steals a penny, attachment is there. Similarly, he kills the neighbor out of whatever is the reason, there that means aversion is there. Raga Dvesha. Raga he steals, Dvesha he kills. Okay, that is why Krishna told Raga Dvesha Samasanga Vivarjitaha. Leave this Raga and Dvesha. See, actually, in not only Patanjali Yoga, Krishna also tells Atsvama, what is that? Ignorance. Ahimsa, sorry, not Ahimsa, Avidya. Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Dvesha, Abhinivesha. These are the root cause for our, what do you call that? Ignorance. Avidya. Wrong knowledge. Avidya is not stupid. Avidya is we don't have the right knowledge. What is anitya? We are thinking nitya. What is nitya? We are thinking anitya. What is the meaning of that? This body is permanent. This body is not permanent, but what we think, this body is permanent. We do all the thing for this body, thinking this body is going to ever live for forever, permanently. But the soul is going to live permanently. We think wrong. So anitya ko nitya, nitya ko anitya. Samajna is ignorance. Okay, so that means because of all these things, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha. What is abhinivesha? Accumulating like anything. Yesterday also we saw that one verse, you remember? For only maintaining this body. More than for maintaining this body, if you accumulate, that is again against the nature. Nature tells Ishavasyam idam sarvam. Everything belongs to the Lord. What we have to accumulate? Only what is in our quota. So that verse is a beautiful verse. Ishavasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jnam jagat. Tena tyaktena bhunjita magrida khasya sviddhanam. What is the meaning of that? I have to only possess what is in my quota. I should not include into the quota of others. This is Isha Upanishad is the opening prayer. Invocation it is known as. Prayer. Lord tells every now and then. He gives the rules very strictly. It is only his Vimudhatma. This Atma is Vimudhatma, right? We think I am the body. So that is why we think everything belongs to me, the nature belongs to me, the mountain belongs to me, the river belongs to me, and we destroy everything. Is it not? So beautiful examples are given here. So Arjuna fighting with the Duryodhana, Duryodhana fighting for his one. Arjuna is fighting for dharma because Krishna told Nimitta Matrena Sabasavya Sachi. Yesterday only Arjuna told, Krishna told Arjuna, get up. Nirashir, that verse you remember? Nirashir verse Krishna is telling Arjuna, Arjuna, you get up, forget everything and do fight for me. 21st verse, right? 21st verse is for the bare minimum of the body. And I think 26th verse he'll be telling. In one of the verses yesterday, Krishna told you get up and fight. Okay, so at Krishna's order, as the soldier is killing at the order of his superior, Arjuna is killing at the order of his superior. So that will not bind him. But at the same time, what Duryodhana is doing, unwinding and winding spool of a tape recorder. You remember old, I mean, before this, what do you call that? What do you call what do you call that in the phone and in the laptop? We have music, no? What with that? What play?
Media player.
3D. Media player, okay, media player, correct. But before that, we used to have the tape recorder. You remember there will be two tapes. One will be playing and it will going into the other one. So from here it is unwound and it is going and accumulating in the other one. There were two earlier, later came the CD changer, etc. Before that, the tape recorder used to be, there will be two phases. One will be playing, the other one will be winding up, unwinding. So it is like that. That's what Duryodhana is doing. First he said, you all go for exile and come, I will give you. Then he said, what? What did you think? I will not give you. Even when Krishna came as a messenger, he told, sorry, I will not. You are asking for 5 pieces of land, 5 tip, the land which is equal to the tip of the needle also I won't give. So he is winding and unwinding his karma. He is going on doing again and again and again. Papa and Punya, he is getting Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. He is going on, coming and going. That's what his thought process is like. Getting entangled. That is the right word, okay? Hare Krishna. Yes, Sushmita Mataji. You read both. And now this section 4. Yes.
Okay. Section 4, 4.2 to 4.3. Sacrifices lead to transcendental knowledge. Root of all kinds of Vedic sacrifices is transcendental knowledge. This leads to liberation and ultimately to pure devotional service.
Hare Krishna. Next also you read Mataji, but before that I am telling, fruits of all kinds of Vedic sacrifices is transcendental knowledge. And here also, very important thing, what is very important? We have to do these yajnas with this sattva guna. That is very, very important. Not in rajoguna, not in tamoguna. So we have to, fruit of all kinds of Vedic sacrifices, yes, transcendental knowledge, but with what mood we are doing. And where there is a very famous verse in 17th chapter, I think 13th verse. Vidhihinama srishtanam mantrahinama dakshinam. There is no mantra, there is no dakshina, there is no vidhi. Nothing is followed. If you do that kind of Shraddha Virahitam. Shraddha means what? Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Navavidha Bhakti we see, right? So Shraddha is faith. Shraddha Virahitam. Without any faith, if you do any kind of yajnam, Shraddha Virahitam yajnam, tamasam parichakshate. So 17.13 it is. So the sacrifice which is done vidhihinam, dakshinahinam, virahitam, and even prasadam, there is no prasadam also, there is no faith also. So one who does this kind of yajna, that is not transcendental knowledge, okay? So he is doing in the mode of ignorance, he is doing in the mode of, tamoguna, correct? Ignorance. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji, continue.
Yes. Varieties of sacrifices which lead to transcendental knowledge are explained below. First, demigod worship 4.25. Second, sacrifices into Brahman 4.25. Hearing
One second,
processes.
Mataji, you all have a book? If you all have a book, you can see, instead of going to Vedabase and wasting time here, it says, Daivame vapare yajnam, yogina paryupasate, Brahma ga vapare yajnam, yajne naiva pavo juhvati. Some yogis perfectly worship the demigods. Okay, by yesterday we saw, why do we go to demigods? Why do we go to devatas? Yesterday only we saw. Hare Krishna. For instant sense gratification. Remember that. See, Lord Shiva is, we saw the example of Ravan and Hiranyakashipu. You remember Brahma gave him benediction and Shiva, Lord Shiva gave benediction to Ravana. They all know Devatas will give because that is what the accountability they have. The Lord had made them responsible and accountable for making Lord's children happy. So Krishna says, if they come to me, I may not be able to give whatever they want. And they may have to wait for a long time. It's like that example anyone knows in level 1 classes I always used to share. Very nice example. I heard it from Radhesham Prabhu. Hare Krishna. See, we all are going for an exhibition. There the sweet candies are in open. So many flies, etc. come and sit. Go and ask the candy person. He will give. He is not bothered about our health. But we go and ask our parents, our mother, Mother, please get me this candy. She will say it is very harmful. Tomorrow you will fall sick. You see the amount of flies sitting on that? Sorry, I will go out or wait. I will look for a shop wherein it is totally made in a covered. These days beautifully coming. Those days it was never used to be. Only it will be like a grinder. We have no that batter we grind at home. Like that it used to be used to give. Nowadays it's not like that. It all comes in a what do you call that? A cage form, either plastic or glass it is made up of, and it is made in that and give. But when the mother sees so many flies sitting on that, will she give? No. But she will say, wait for some time, I will give you at the right place where it is made very neatly and clearly. Krishna is like that. We go with our material desires also. Krishna will not give unless and until it is beneficial for us. And I'm really telling, I'll not be able to share my experience. For 10 years, I was praying, I was scolding, I was literally, I stopped doing this evening, Sandhya Arati, etc., everything once upon a time, long back. But after when really getting into Krishna consciousness and thanking Krishna like anything, Krishna, thank you so much. You did not, you benedict me, or you did not give me that, boom. But when I was asking, you didn't say Tathastu. Thank you so much, Krishna. He knows what is good for us. So these devatas are made for satisfying our material desires. But somebody is needed, If we do not have these devatas also, nobody will become, what do you call? Nastik and Astik. We say, no, everybody will be Astik. Nobody will have, what do we call that? Impersonalist, we say. Impersonalist. And nobody will believe there is God. Oh, nothing is happening. Why should we? Even many people think everything happens with the supernatural power only. Like that only they will think. They will not even start worshipping. Once if they come to worship devatas, then Krishna will show, because devatas give all the benefit. We do yajna for Indra, we do yajna for Soma, Varuna, Soma is moon god. We do, but these devatas, they transfer the benefit immediately to the Lord. As the Lord says, I am the benefactor, Bhuktaram Yajna Tapasam. Okay, Hare Krishna. Continue, Mataji.
Yes. Third point, na, hearing processes and senses in the fire of mental control. The unadulterated brahmacharis.
Brahmacharis.
Fourth, objects of senses in the fire of senses. Regulated
Grahasthas.
grahasthas.
So these two, Yesterday Mataji was asking, you remember I told Mataji it will come tomorrow. So
Yes.
there are some, what do you call that, yajnas. Yajna is what? Yajna is nothing but sacrifice. So what will, see, brahmacharis, they sacrifice. See, you all might have heard Dhruva Maharaj story, right? Dhruva Maharaj went to the forest, his mother Shuruchi scolded him, and Sunidhi told, oh, this is what she said. Nobody else can help you other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Where can I see him? He is in the forest. 5-year boy, without turning. That is known as Vairagya. Without turning back, he left everything, like Parikshit Maharaj. He came to know that only somebody, Shringi, came and told, Chamika Muni. He put the dead snake on the Chamika Muni's neck. And Shingi came to know about this. He was a Brahmin boy. He had lot of power. Tapa. The more we do austerity, we get tapa. Power. So he told, he gave curse to Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj had all the, what do you call that, power to counter curse. He did not do that. He did not believe in Prayaschitta. He said Prayaschitta is like Srila Prabhupada has compared it to Kunchara Shauchara. What is Kunchara Shauchara? Kunja means elephant. The elephant goes to the water, take nice bath, comes on the shore, and then it takes mud, sand, and put it on its own. So that means do some papa, do some prayachitta, have a nice bath, then come up, again you do. It's also compared to, like the Christians go on every Sunday to the church, and there is one, what do you call that? They have, then they go and console the Pope or Father that I will not do any sin like this.
Yeah,
And then,
grievances they mention.
yes,
Their
Mataji.
sins they
Ah.
mention to the father.
Father, yeah, there will be a small window, the father will be sitting. You just go and tell everything, all the sins what we did there. So they go and console and then come. Then again, Monday onwards, they cut goat. Somebody who was telling me, I don't remember. That after the Bakrid, the road was, overflowing with the, what do you call that, blood. So, okay, so sorry to say, we should not talk about any religion. So, again they come back and they do the same sins, is it not? So, that is why it is given here. For brahmacharis, what kind of their mind control? But because brahmachari has to be very controlled. In fact, grahasthas are allowed. Grahasthas are allowed to have sex within the permitted limit, that is within the marriage limit. But brahmacharis have to sacrifice this, is it not? So that, but for the grahasthas also, within the wedding, within the marriage, now Jamana has totally changed, People live this, I don't know, even in small village, I was under the impression India is exempted to this, but I come to know all such kind of nonsense is there in India also. Okay, Hare Krishna. So these are all the, what do you call that? Yajna. Yajna means sacrifice. People have to sacrifice many things. What are the things which the Brahmanas have to sacrifice? What are the things the sannyasis have to sacrifice? What are the things the grahasthas have to sacrifice? And what are the things which yogis have to sacrifice? That we will see in 27. Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Yeah. Astaranga Yoga.
Ashtanga Yoga.
Ashtanga.
Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. 8 angas.
Patanjali Yoga system offers the function of all the senses and of the life breath and as oblations in the fire of the controlled mind. Goal merging into existence of absolute.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. I was telling Dhruv Maharaj, yeah, you remember? First month he was eating only the berries which was available. That also, he started first eating every day, then every 4 days or once in 3 days, like that. Then all the berries where he was doing yajna was also, this austerity, tapa, was also over. Then he came down to only the water. That also again within a gap. Then he came down only to the breath. Then that breath also he stopped. That means once in a while. Kumbhak we call it as, in Ashtanga Yoga we call it as, that is inhalation, holding, then exhalation, isn't it? That is Anulom, Kumbhak, then Vilom. So all those things, what we control, we hold, that is all these things are yajna only, sacrifice only. Okay. So now the next one, this is very, very important. 6th onwards is, everything is important, but different things. Yes, Mataji, 6th point.
Charity. Dravya yagya. No.
Dravyamaya yajna.
Acha, Dravyamaya yagna. Study examples. Charitable institutions, old age homes, etc.
So
7.
yesterday okay, you read full whole screen and then I will explain, Mataji. Continue.
Okay. 7. Austerity. Tapomaya yagna. Example, Katurmasya and
Chaturmasya.
Chaturmasya and Chandrayana. 8. Yoga yagna. Sacrifice for a certain perfection in material world. Example, Patanjali system for merging into the existence into the absolute. Hatha yoga or Ashtanga yoga for particular perfections. Holy pilgrimage. 9th, study of scriptures. Savadhyaya yagna. Swadhyaya yagna, Upanishads and Vedanta Sutras, or the Sankhya philosophy. 10th, Hatha Yoga and Pranayama.
Pranayama. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mataji. See here, when we come to charity, charity is like a tapa. Sorry, what do you call? Yajna, dana, tapa. Dana. So full 17 chapter talks about this only. Yajna in 3 modes, dana in 3 modes, tapa in 3 modes. Bodily austerity in 3 modes. Correct. Then what is bodily austerity? What is austerity for the mind? All those things. Like beautiful verses there. I'm forgetting. Maunam. That Maunam Atma Vinigraha. That. One second. Anudvega karam vakyam. Nice word that is. That is, what is the austerity for speech, We have to speak only satyam. Even if it is satyam, we have to speak only for the benefit or happiness of others. If a satyam is kadva for others, we should not even tell the satyam. Satyam miraitam, right? There is one more. What is it? I'm not getting the verses today. Satyam bruhi priyam bruhi, satyam bruyatna apriyam. It's not in Bhagavad Gita, it is in one of the Upanishads. Satyam bruhi, tell the truth. Priyam bruhi, that satyam also you tell lovingly. What if it is not apriyam? If it is not loving to others, even the satyam abruhi, we should not tell others. Okay, so that is what. These all are all about austerity. We cannot talk anything what comes to our mind. We should know how to control our tongue. We should know only what will make the other person happy. What will make the... It doesn't mean for that reason we have to tell lie and all. But a beautiful story is there. I'll try to tell you. Remind me that sadhu and the truth. Okay. So 5 minutes before you remind me, I will close this thing. And so sadhu and the truth. I may forget also. Sadhu, truth and cow, you say like that. Okay. Because there are so many stories, sadhu and hand. Sadhu, hand, cow. Okay. Hare Krishna. Next comes. So all these austerities are, then next one, 4.28 only. Tapa. Tapa is austerity, meditation. Tapa. Chaturmasya is going to start from July month. 4 months, first one whole month, people don't eat. In ISKCON, very important it is. We don't, but it is totally scientific. We don't eat, we don't consume milk. First month. Second month, we don't consume, what do you call that? I think urada. Third month, we don't consume curd. No, milk, curd, and then urada. And first, it first starts with spinach, correct. First spinach. No, that all leafy vegetable. and then milk like that. All scientific. Why, you know? Because the cows will be eating the grass which come in the season of rainy season, which is not good. That is the reason. And we say, no, uradal, why? See, the summer goes and the rainy season comes. So summer is very, very hot. And rainy season, and most of the time the winter sets in there. Is it not? So actually it is in Ayurveda, it said the uradal gives a heat, tasir. That is Ushna tasir. Uradal creates heat in the body. That is why there is a saying, urad dal and curd. If anybody eats together, in South India, people eat a lot. Idli they give or eat with, give children especially, with the curd. But it's very, very bad for health. It leads to psoriasis and things like that. We don't realize that. Later, when psoriasis comes, we won't know why and what is the reason the skin disease are coming. Because urad dal is very hot, curd is very, very cool. We can't mix both and eat. So like that, you know, okay, whatever it is. So in Chaturmasya, we do this kind of 4 months austerity. Chandrayana is like, you know, when the, what do you call that, eclipse and all, when it comes, there are so many austerity people do, you know. They will go to the riverbed, do tarpana, they will chant, etc., everything. That's why when the eclipse was taking place, all the whole villages in Nadia, in West Bengal, in Mayapur, they were all on the river bank, Ganga bank. Everybody, without any, no bar to the religion. They were all, you know, during the time of Chandrayaan, they will always be shouting, Hari, Hari, Hari. Hari means what? One who throws away all our sins, eradicates, right? So Harer, we say, no, he eradicates our sins. So they were all shouting that time. Who was born that time? During the eclipse, that Purnima eclipse. Hare Krishna.
Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes, Mahaprabhu, you said, no? Ritvika Mataji, you said Mahaprabhu.
Yes.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hari. Then, Yoga Yajna. Yoga Yajna is also again what? Sacrifice, see, like for example, Putra Kamesh Yajna. And this one, who is that? Draupadi's father, Drupad. He asked for a son who will be able to give Dronacharya. Nobody else, otherwise nobody can kill Dronacharya, right? So he performed a yajna to get a son to kill him, Bhasmasur. He wanted, you know, that he was doing austerity, tapa. Just what did he want? When Lord Shiva came, what did he ask? I want that kind of boon, benediction. If I touch anybody, they will become Bhasma. They will become like ashes. And finally, he had an eye on Parvati only. He wanted to keep his hand on Shiva's hand only. Then Shiva ran to Vishnu. Oh, Vishnu, sorry, I gave this benediction to him. Then Vishnu said, okay. First he went to Brahma. Then they all went to, all Devatas went to Vishnu. Then Vishnu sent all of them back. He played a trick. You know, like he danced. He danced and he told, you know, beautifully he was dancing and this fellow was also dancing. And in the dance only he kept his hand. Vishnu kept his hand on his head. This fellow also kept his hand on his head. And he became ashes. So that is why Devatas give benediction. But Krishna will not give benediction that easily. Okay. So study a scripture. This is very, very important. Swadhyaya. I used to say always 3. ABCD formula, you know. Association. B is for book reading. C is for chanting. D is for diet. Prasadam. Only eating prasadam. E is for educated. But I used to tell 3 yes. Do you remember what is 3 yes? Yes. One is Sadhu Sangha, association. Then another one is scriptures, Swadhyaya. What do we have to do? We have to read scriptures under the guidance of spiritual master in the association of sadhus. Okay, then the third yes is sadhana. In that morning early, waking up in the Brahma Muhurta, chanting, doing Mangalarati, all those things come in sadhana. Sadhana, sadhusanga, swadhyaya. Okay? Hare Krishna. These 3 S will help us to proceed in what do you call bhakti, devotional service. So study of scriptures, Upanishad, Vedanta, Sankhya philosophy, all these things we have to read. But ultimately we have to remember the ultimate goal, ultimate objective is to samsiddhir haritoshanam, for the pleasure of the Lord. We have to chant. We say no, after chanting, we shouldn't be proud. I finished all my round. No, we have to sacrifice that. Krishna, sarvam Sri Krishna arpanamastu. Hatha Yoga, we all know what is Hatha Yoga. All this yoga, asana, pranayam, all this pranayam and asana, ashtanga, hatha yoga, that bodily postures, right? Pranayam also is austerity only, tapa. Okay, Hare Krishna. Anybody having any doubt? You can write it in the chat right now. If you will forget, then we will see this one, and then I think every day we are not able to proceed. We are still in 25. Okay. Primary divisions of sacrifice. One is for the worldly possession. As I told, worldly possession, what? We need I can't say putra kameshti, but that is also worldly possession only. Okay, anything we do know, you give me this, I will perform a big yajna in the whole village, everybody I will call, and I will, even Bhagavata, 7 days Bhagavata Saptah, people do know, they all are for worldly possession. Sacrifice in pursuit of transcendental knowledge. For the pleasure of the Lord, what we do. So primary division of sacrifice are 2. One is for material possession, another is for transcendental knowledge. Then comparison of various sacrifices. Who all do sacrifice, as Mataji asked yesterday. Brahmanas do, Brahma, so who is that? Brahmana, and who are they? Brahmacharis, they do, and that yogis, they also do, all of them do. Different people do different types of sacrifices, but we have to be always doing sacrifices in the consciousness of Krishna. For though even if we are doing any material possession, we have to utilize that material possession for the purpose of the Lord. See, say for example, you need a big car, you needed money for that. You thought, okay, I will perform yajna. Okay, you get a car, never mind. But we have to take all the devotees for Mangalarati in the morning, or when acharyas are coming to our places, we need cars. That is Yukta Vairagya. That's the difference between, what is it, Falgu Vairagya and Yukta Vairagya. Falgu Vairagya is what? Oh, no, I'm a sannyasi. I don't want anything. Srila Prabhupada said, no, people asked him, what is it? Swamiji. They used to call him Swamiji. Swamiji, you are wearing a sannyasi dress and you are going in this expensive car. He said, yeah, I'm going in this expensive car to ask for donation for Krishna's temple. So I'm using it. If I'm going to, big rich people in America, I need to go in rich car, no? Otherwise their guards won't let me go inside only. They see the car and open the door, right? Srila Prabhupada, imagine going by walk and knocking the gate. Nobody will entertain him. So he says, yeah, for Krishna's possession, Krishna, I'm going to ask. So that is Yukta Vairagya. Like sannyasis, we are not telling, we don't phone, we don't use a smartphone, we don't use a laptop, we don't tell like that. We use the laptop for Krishna's pleasure. Is it not? So I'm going from the last, Krishna consciousness. So Arjuna also sacrificed everything for the pleasure of Krishna. Right? He said he didn't want to kill anybody. But Krishna told, I'm only using you as a nimitta matrena sabasaviya sachi. Oh Arjuna, I'm only using you as my cause, instrument. But already what has to happen has happened. I have done that. It's not the damage. What do you call that? We generally say in proverb, no, the damage has already been done. Heavy rain, let's say for example, one big program, even someone has organized. And just for 20 minutes, half an hour, heavy rain slashed everything down. After that, totally rain stopped. Then you think, now there is no rain. Can we again start from the fresh? What? Can't, because the rain has already done the damage. So Krishna is telling, I have given whatever they deserve. So now I am only using you because I want you to get the fame. Okay. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma saksho shantimni gacchati kaunteya prati janigi name bhakta pranashyati. My devotees, I want my devotee to take all the fame and name. That is why I am telling you, Arjuna, get up and do. Get up and fight. Okay. Okay. Impersonalist. Those who again, what do you call that? Below even the, what is the first level? Karma Yoga. Below even the Karma Yoga. Who are they? Karma Kandis. So impersonalists are Karma Kandis. Okay. Sacrifice oneself into fire. Altar of Supreme Brahman. See, this Bhasmasura, I was telling Shivaji didn't come. What he was doing? He took flesh from his thigh and he sacrificed, He didn't. That is in Tamoguna. Yes or no? And he was about to cut his head, about to chop. And after chopping, how will he put? After chopping, will he be able to see where the yajna fire is there, where to put? That kind of brain they have, what to say. So immediately the Lord Shiva came when he was about to chop his head. Okay. Then the regard for forms of demigod as temporary. Yeah, that is all. We go to demigods for material. Material things are temporary. Shana Bangura. The material happiness is only for a minute. Next minute. The story I told, one who went and did lot of yajna, called everybody, gave lot of charity for getting money for buying an expensive car. Next moment, it met with an accident. It's a story, isn't it? Then after that, what happened? So that he prayed all demigod. I will give you this much. I will sacrifice in this temple this much. I will conduct 1 week Bhagavatam Saptak. In Tamoguna I am saying, not in Sattoguna. Rajoguna and Tamoguna. He prayed everything. He bought a car. One day he was so happy. He went for a ride. And what happened? The same car became a cause for distress. But still, yesterday's story, that person was wise person. So he thought, let the car go to hell. I am there. He thought like that. Sacrifice their time in philosophical speculation. Keep reading and reading and reading. Arguing. Bhagavad Gita also they will read and argue. Here Krishna is telling Arjuna to kill everybody. What kind of nyaya is this? Like that and all. Here Krishna is saying, aham, aham, aham. Everything is me. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaka sarvam pravartate. Everything emanates from me. I am the original. I am the source of everything. Here Krishna keeps saying like that. Like that people say. They all are here. We saw no. Religion without philosophy is only sentiment. And with the vice versa is speculation, mental speculation, concoction. Okay. So the first come to the demigod worshipper. They ask for things and they do. Oh Devata, they imagine one Devata, Devi Durga. I will do this yajna, you give me this. Yesterday we saw Dhanandegi Putri, they give the, what is that? Yavanam Degi, even that also people pray, I have heard. They want to be ever 16. They are saying, I don't want to grow older. Is it possible? The Lord may say, yes, tatastu. But how long? How long? As even Hiranyakashipu could not be, he wanted immortality. Could he? Brahma said, sorry, my dear boy, I myself don't have. Isn't it? Okay, so this is a material loop. Because of ignorance, I told no. What is that? Avidya. Avidya. Avidya, asmita, ragadvesha, abhinivesha, avidya, ignorance. Happiness without sacrifice is not possible. Something we need to sacrifice. What is that? We need to sacrifice for the pleasure of Krishna. That Ekadashi fasting. We are sacrificing for the pleasure of Krishna. We don't eat anything that day, no? That day, if they say many things we can't do. Cutting the nail, cutting hair. Why it is said? It's not because of, what do you call that? Andhavishwasa. What do you call that? Because Vedas have said. No, no, no. We are telling that time also you utilize in chanting. We don't say if you cut on that day, you will become this, you will become that. That and all bakwas. Okay? But we say, don't do anything. Don't make a bhoga also. But Lord can eat. Please remember, don't make Lord fast. Don't put him into hunger. Hare Krishna 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Hari Bol. 5 verses are the targets, right? Yeah, okay, we will read. Then we have 8 minutes. Yes, Mataji, Vashmidhar, Vamshidhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah.
Nyayam,
30. First 30, then 31.
all this performance who knows the meaning of sacrifice become cleansed of sinful reaction, and having tasted the nectar of the results of sacrifice, they advance toward the supreme internal atmosphere.
Eternal atmosphere. Hare Krishna. So that means once if you do any sacrifice, Devatas give you that, the greed grows, right? That's why lust. Lust leads to greed when it is satisfied. When it is not satisfied, it becomes wrath. WRATH. Anger. Isn't it? Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Nayam Loko.
Nyayam lokam what is this, Mataji?
Nayam lokosya yajnasya
Nyayam lokastya yajnasya
kutonyah kuru sattama.
Kuru Sattama. O best of the Kuru dynasty, without sacrifice, one can never live happily on this planet or in this life. What then of the next?
We have learnt a lot now about this. What we eat is also
Sacrifice, yajna.
Fires, yeah, sacrifice. So that's why Krishna says, even you become a sannyasi, sannyasa yoga also. Okay, but don't give up yajna dana tapa. Yajna dana tapa has to be performed. Yes, Prabhuji.
4.32, all these different types of sacrifice are approved by the Vedas, and all of them are born of different types of work. Knowing them as such, you will become liberated.
Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. Actually, Srila Prabhupada for this yajna, no? Karma, do more yajna. He has given a very beautiful analogy. See, you tell me, if somebody drinks lot of milk, what will happen? They're drinking on milk. What will happen?
Indigestion will happen.
Indigestion, isn't it, Haribo? Yeah. Now, when indigestion happens, generally what medicine doctors prescribe? Doctor tells to eat something. What is that?
Citrin, I think. Medicine, I don't know, Mataji. What medicine?
No, food only. Like
soft food, Mataji, like khichdi or sagu or anything like that.
Dahi chawal. Best is dahi chawal, right? Curd.
Yes, sir.
Means doctors tell to have curd when the stomach upset comes. Generally, when this dysentery, all because of the milk products, any disease comes, no? I don't know whether you all know or not. I recommend this to everybody. Even for animals, dogs and all, if they have dysentery, you can do it. And it is very, very nutritious also. It is one glass of what I am going to tell is equal to one full tender coconut water. See, you take the milk and boil it, put little bit of that paneer we make, no, like doodh ko, what do we say? Doodh ko fadna. That means boiling milk, you pour little bit of lemon, then it becomes curd separate, the water separate and the paneer separate. Then you just sieve it and drink the water with a little bit of sugar and salt. Because the whole nutrition is also there, and it is not milk also. During dysentery, we should never have milk. And curd also, because if we have proper curd during that time, what happened? Before the curd digests only, the curd goes out because of the dysentery. So that means if we do this, this is the best, this water. After sieving, only the water will be there, no? If somebody is going on vomiting, dehydration, food poisoning, for anything we can give. But when somebody is going on vomiting, we should not drink full glass. Then that also will go out. So what should we do? One sip. One sip every 15-20 minutes, half an hour, little. This is exactly equal to electrol. There's no need to buy electrol. This is electrol. So we are adding salt also, we are adding sugar also into that water and have it. The best medicine. Okay, Hare Krishna. So I told you, I will tell you that story, na? But in what respect, now I forgot. You tell me in what respect I wanted to tell that. One, sadhu was meditating. Then one cow was, not cow, one thief, sorry. One thief was coming. And but that thief was coming and he crossed the sadhu and he went inside and hid himself. And these thieves were coming. And the sadhu was in meditation, but somehow he got out of it because he came so fast and he went. And the thief asked, did any person come here? Oh, sorry. One rich man was coming, or one person whoever had done some sin, whatever it is. Somebody was coming and that sadhu was doing meditation. And he came inside and he went and hid himself. So this thief, they were coming behind to steal from this person. So that they were asking, did anybody come here? Though that sadhu said, Satyam Brugi, Priyam Brugi. He can't tell the truth also. He didn't want to harm the other person also. He didn't know what to do. So if he tells the truth, it will not be pleasing to the other person. Yeah, in that context, I said this story. So what did this sadhu do? He just did like this. So they went and they caught him and they killed him also. So the sadhu went to Yamaloka. Then he had done a sin. Obviously, he is a cause for this fellow's death. So then he knew whatever it is. In the next birth, okay, in the next birth, what happened in the next birth? I'm forgetting. Yeah, okay. And this sadhu came into somebody's house to get some shelter. It was, those days they used to, sadhus don't stay in one place, no? So he came to somebody's house and then he asked, can I sleep in this night in your home? That lady said, okay. But the lady was, sadhu means, sadhu was very attractive. All the effulgent on his face, young sadhu. Not like that dadi and all, like young sadhu, very handsome he was looking. All the tejas, all that, what is it, effulgence was on his face. So the lady went to the sadhu in the night. Will you please accommodate me? The sadhu said, wow, what do you talk? I'm a sannyasi. This is not at all, I thought you are such a chaste lady and I took shelter in this house. You did this. The lady said, Acha, now you see, what am I doing to? She, disrobed all her clothes and she, switched off the light, everything, and she herself killed her husband. She was not happy with her husband at all. She killed her husband. And then she switched on the light then later. And this sadhu, he was really a sadhu. And he came and he was about to take the knife out. She shouted, whole villagers came. And then she blamed the sadhu. This is what the sadhu was doing. He killed my husband. You all saw what has happened. And then the villagers said, what is the punishment? He looks a sadhu also. We can't punish him. Now what to do? They cut his one hand. Okay. So to cut it short, that with that hand only, when he was a sadhu, he showed, right? Here, like that. And that, that lady, she was the thief or something. So you can understand. What is it? Satyam Bruhi, I wanted to tell this, but not for other things. So there also you see, even you can take another lesson. Karma never leaves anybody. Karma will have its own effect. Karma, whether knowingly or unknowingly, any sin if we do, we will have to pay a price for it. Karma doesn't leave. Okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, Vanchakalpatarupa Kripa Sindhu Bhavacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Namisha Prabhu ki jai. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Guru and Gauranga, Hari Hari Bol. Yes. Hare Krishna, Mataji and Prabhuji and thank every one of you on behalf of ISKCON, Mangaluru, Kulai Temple. Hari Bol. Yes, Mataji's, Prabhuji's, if I said anything wrong, if no, today I don't know why the words were not coming, but anyway, forgive me for all those things. And what do you see? Pray for me that the right word at the right time should come with the Guru Maharaj's mercy, so that we all will be able to enjoy our classes. Hare